Hello, this is Moose Gaming, and today we will be looking at the 3 Tier 6 Russian heavy tanks, T-150, the KV-1S, and the KV-2. Here are the tank's details, and first off we can see that the T-150 has the most hit points out of all of the tanks. And after that, you can see that the KV-2 has the highest load limit, while the T-150 is the heaviest. And looking at the engine power, you can see that the T-150 has more than all the other tanks. The speed limit is the best on the KV-1S, while the traverse speed is also better on the KV-1S. Overall, the hull armour is better on the T-150 than the other tanks, and the turret armour is quite good, and so is the KV-1S's. Stronger rear armour for the KV-1S, but stronger side and front armour for the T-150. As you can see, the standard shell damage is much higher on the KV-2 than it is on the KV-1S or the T-150, but its penetration is definitely lacking, and I will show you why in a minute. Again, the rate of fire is worst on the KV-2 by quite a long way, and the turret traverse speed is rubbish on the KV-2, and it's the best on the KV-1S. The view range is the same for all three tanks, and so is the signal range. Now that we've looked at the tanks themselves, let's have a look at their guns. These are the guns for the tanks. This is the KV-1S's gun, this the KV-2's gun, and this the T-150's gun. You can see differences very clearly. As you can see, the KV-2's calibre of the actual gun is way more than any of the others, and its rate of fire, as I said earlier, is the worst. This is because it is a howitzer, a big gun which does a lot of damage but has bad penetration. As you can see, the penetration values on the T-150 and the KV-1S's guns are much better than they are on the KV-2. However, you would only use high explosive on the KV-2 really, because it always does damage and armor piercing shells do not. Again, as you can see, the KV-1S's gun does quite a bit of damage, 390 average damage, 465 of HE rounds, and the T-150's doesn't do all that much, 300 damage. The KV-2's gun does 700 average damage with armor piercing and armor piercing rounds. I don't know why it does that, 2 armor piercings there, and 910 damage with high explosive. The gun dispersion is the worst on the KV-2 as it is 0.6 meters, whilst the KV-1S's gun is 0.46 and the T-150's is 0.45. Again, the aiming time is worse on the KV-2's gun, 4 seconds compared to the 3.4 seconds of the other two tanks, and the gun's weight is smaller than both of the guns, with the KV-1S's gun weighing the most. Before I jump into battle, I just want to show you the tanks in here and so you can see how big they are and their weak spots. So this is the T-150, and as you can see, it's got quite a big cupola on the top of the tank, which will mean it's easy for you to get penetrated by shots and take quite a bit of damage. There's also a weak spot here, which is quite prominent, and the rear armour of course is not very good. You could go hold down on this, but it's very slow, so it'd be quite difficult to get out of that position. Looking at the KV-1S, its cupola is also quite big, but not quite as big as the T-150's, and it's got a weak spot on the back of the turret, but you would penetrate it anyway, I would imagine. The rear armour is weak, as always, and again, there's a weak spot on the front, similar to the T-150's. Now the KV-2 is very big, so it would be easy to shoot this tank over a wreckage or something, but its cupola is nowhere near as prominent as on the other Russian heavy tanks, but there is a massive weak spot here and here, so you're not going to bounce on the rear turret of the KV-2. The rear is also very weak as usual, and again there's that weak spot which all of the Russian tier 6 heavy tanks share. Now I'm going to show you some in-game footage of the tanks and see how they perform. So this is a match I played in the KV-2 quite a while ago actually. I'm just going to show you what the high explosive shells can do on this tank. So it's 44% whip chance, so it could still go over way I suppose. And this replay might be a little bit dodgy since it's 9.0 I think, so quite a few patches go So we're just driving in here in highway. Recently changed the map, so it's a bit more balanced. And here's KV1. Getting hit by artillery and I'm just going to zoom in here. Bounce a shot, which is rather good. I'm just going to wait and see what that ARL's doing. And KV1 doesn't seem to be bothered about me, so I'm just going to charge in. No problems killing him there. It's one of his tanks wherever. Just trying to avoid shots here. Going around to get that KV1S now. For a reload. Am I going to take the shot? I think I am. No. I killed that S35CA instead. Oh, and there's an 88. Very strong tank. Very strong. Very strong. Very strong. So let's pause there. If I was using armor piercing, I only do 700 average damage, so he would have still been alive and might have even killed me. But since I was using high explosive, I one-shot him, although I was quite lucky I did that. So let's resume and keep going. I was very pleased with that result, as you can see. It's KV1S. Set him on fire. Yeah, if you didn't know, you can set tanks on fire, which does extra damage over time. You can get fire extinguishers, but he was too late to react. So we're winning quite nicely here. So we're just gonna move forward, move up a little bit here. Reload it. Oh, maybe hit. Got a nice hit into him there. Didn't even penetrate and did 400 damage. With high explosive shells, there's also a lot of modular damage, i.e. engine, tracks, gun, that kind of thing. So we're just move up a little bit here. Can't quite get a shot. And there's an Electo now. Yeah, nice hit into him there. I'm lucky to kill him really. Well, I'm toast now. There we go. So we'll just watch the end of the match. Skillfully takes out the RL at 88. There's nothing this guy can do now. It's just a matter of time. The base is being camped. Assuming even if he does escape, yep, which he does. So that's game over. So yes, the only ammo you should really bring is high explosive. It can really do damage and modular damage. So as you can see, the 88's armour is very strong. It's 203mm at the front and 101mm everywhere else. So I was very lucky to hit his engine deck and kill him in one shot with my mere 86mm of penetration. So as I say, extremely lucky to hit him in one shot and kill him. Now I will bring you some live gameplay of the KV1S. So it's a tier 7 match on Malanovka. We have a 58% chance of winning, which is nice, I suppose. Hopefully this gun will perform. And it's quite a maneuverable heavy tank really. It doesn't weigh all that much for a heavy tank. Tier 6 heavy tank.
Бой начинается.
We're gonna head up the hill. Gun suppression, not great. There we go. Quite a low roll. Well, not all that low. Just 8 off a normal roll. But it's not too bad. It's got quite a bit of pace. It's cool now. here. To the cover. It's T25-2. Just waiting for one last to poke out. Wow, there's an extra bit of protection there. Oh, there he is. Extremely low roll. 317 damage. Doesn't sound all that low, but it is. He should be a one shot for me now, really. Just gonna... Quite a lot of forces. We are winning 3-0 though, so... That was a definite kill since someone did a little bit of damage beforehand. I didn't require much, I bet you. So now it's these. Another low roll. I've had rubbish rolls really in this match. Low roll. Now we hunt for T43. And that's how it's done! Oh yes! That's excellent. Excellent, 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 excellent. Well, we've won this. Doesn't need to be much debate. Well, this is a very decent match. Nice moving shot there. 11-0. Just push up. See, look, 45 kilometers an hour. Not bad. So yeah, this tank is definitely about the alpha. Some more targets in here.
Цель понял. Поставить цель. Пробитие.
Nice, decent roll there. 399 damage. 14-0. I hope it's a 15-0 match, as I love those. Damn it! No. Well, still a whitewash. This guy's don't know. That was a rubbish shot by me. There we go. Good game. So I got quite a lucky ammo rack there, but other than that, I've got my first class for that. And high caliber as well. Almost 1000 XP. So that was a pretty good match. So that's showing you what the K1S is like, its damage, you know. Pretty good. And finally I'm going to bring you some live gameplay of the T150. So here we are on Mananovka. Tier 7 battle and 46% win chance.
Бой начинается.
Could go either way right now. Two KV2s. This one is 152mm. Churchill 7. Yes, it's going to take a while. The T150 is not fast, even though it has a higher horsepower engine than the KV-1S does. It weighs over 10 tons more, which I'd rather have a lighter tank and slightly less horsepower. Can't get a shot on that panther, unfortunately. It's a bit drawing, but really, they've killed a KV-1S, been killed in the else, and they've killed 2 KV-1Ss, and they skillfully killed the panther, and it's balanced out a little bit. I rush my shot, I get hit, spotted, and I can't see them, hit by the same person most likely, but I think that one bounced. Actually, how the hell could I be hit by the same person? So rubbish. Safely made it over here, so I've got land protection. That's something, I suppose. Nice hit onto him there. Not very well aimed. Kinda lucky. Haven't really shown the armour of this tank yet. Is there any artillery? Yeah, there's one artillery on my team, which is great. There's tier 5 artillery. Could be a big mean tier 7 artillery like the S51. This badly shot. Try to draw attention and look at all of those big targets. It's typical. Can't get a decent shot off. There we go. Got a high damage roll, I suppose. I don't know what his gun's like. Good reload. Slow reload. And I'm very unlucky in 2 ways. 1, the arty nailed me. 2, I missed my shot because I completely misjudged his actions. But I was lucky to bounce his shot. There we go. And what the hell? We are winning right now, which is nice. There we go, another nice hit. Right down. Trash ahead, go, go, go. Oh, that's interesting. True. This is a big mean tank. Can I get his cupola? Probably not. No, I missed. Oh, that's a big gun I don't want to be. He is dying, but very slowly. Missed. Increase the angle of his shot. This guy's going down. He's taking a bit of a beating. Bounced. he's gonna die. Just need to kill him. Hit him up. He's dead. Oh my days. Quite a few tanks here. Good.
Пробитие.
Nice hit. Not the best roll. No, actually, no, that was quite a good roll. Actually, not the best roll, true. Quite a nice roll. It's 2 yard campers in. They hit one of them. That's very yak pamper.
Цель захвачена. Цель потеряна.
He's dead. Pretty much. Just push it. Surround this and wipe the last one. He's made some ground. Missed my shot. This gun, even though it's the most accurate, not very. Well, that was a decent game though, for a tier 7 match. Let's have a look at the stats. Second class badge. Quite high up. Didn't block all that much, but you can. I blocked a shot from a tier 7, and I blocked another shot as well. I'm not quite sure what from. So yeah, T150. Quite a good tank, really. Hello, and thanks for watching my video. And I just wanted to give you a little gift, I suppose, of a replay of a team training match I had on patch 9.0. So I'm in the Tog, and the Rital's in the Super Pershing, and Shadow Tempest is in SU100Y. We're all in premium tanks, actually, funnily enough. So I'm just going to drive to the bridge, and the Tog 2 is very slow. Its top speed's 14 kilometers an hour. On flat, that is, anyways. So I'm just going to wait for the enemy to get here, and apparently we have a 56% chance of winning, which is a load of rubbish, of course. So they're going to try and ram me, since this thing weighs over 80 tons. They don't really weigh that much.
Crack hit!
So bam, bam. Take quite a lot of damage.
We've lost a crack. We're stuck here.
There's no point in ramming me there. Just gonna speed
Get going.
Times 16. I'm going for the jump. Of course I'm not going to make it to the other side, but see what actually happens. Have you guessed what's going to happen? Yep.
One of our tracks is damaged.
Stuck. I've never seen that happen before. Let's just pause it actually. Generally the tank rolls up along the bridge, tries to jump it, either makes it or falls down between these two pillars, or maybe even another two. I have got my Panzer 1C stuck in the middle bit before, the broken pillar, but I've only managed to do that once. And look at it here. The Tog 2 is stuck. So again, thank you for watching. I really appreciate all of my views, and I hope you roll by next time to watch my next video.